The world had moved on. Or at least that's what Starr kept telling herself. Her phone lay face down on her desk, buzzing every few seconds. Notifications, mentions, endless noise. Her name, everywhere, for all the wrong reasons. The room was quiet except for the faint hum of her fan. The sunlight filtering through her curtains made the air thick with gold dust. But nothing about that morning felt warm. Kemi sat cross-legged on the couch, scrolling through her phone, shaking her head in disbelief. Girl, these people have turned Twitter into a war zone. Starr didn't look up. Don't read it. Kemi sighed, tossing her phone aside. You're trending in 4 countries, Starr. Half the world is calling you a homewrecker and the other half is calling you brave. Starr gave a weak laugh. The kind of laugh people make when they're too tired to cry anymore. Brave? I feel stupid. Kemi stood, her oversized graphic t-shirt swaying as she crossed the room. She crouched in front of her best friend, voice soft but firm. You didn't do anything wrong. You wrote a song. You sang with someone. The rest? That's their noise, not yours. Starr looked up, eyes rimmed red. He said he didn't know me, Kemi. In front of everyone. Her voice broke. He looked straight into the cameras and said it. Kemi sighed, pulling her into a hug. Then forget him. Let him deal with his world. You build yours. Meanwhile, across the ocean, inside a luxury apartment in Seoul, Reno sat slouched on his couch, the television still replaying clips from his press conference. The words echoed like ghosts in his mind. I don't know her personally. He turned off the TV with a sharp motion. Silence fell heavy and accusing. His phone buzzed. It was Ace. He didn't pick up. Moments later, the door burst open. Ace walked in, tall, sharp-eyed, voice heavy with frustration. Are you out of your mind, Ji-won? Reno didn't answer. You've skipped 3 rehearsals. The label is furious. You can't just vanish. Reno stood in front of him, his expression calm but his eyes burning. Let them be furious. Ace scoffed, running his hand through his silver-gray hair. You think this is just about you? You risked our careers. The group's image. Everything we built for 10 years. Reno took a step closer, lowering his voice. And what did we build it on, Ace? Contracts that control our hearts. Smiles we don't mean. Songs we don't even get to write. Ace froze, anger softening into something that looked almost like pity. You fell for her completely stupid, didn't you? Reno looked away. Silence answered for him. Ace exhaled, defeated. Then you better decide what you love more. Her or the only life you've ever known. Later that night, Reno sat in his studio. The dim blue light washed over him as he stared at the blank monitor in front of him. His guitar leaned against the chair, untouched. He tried to write, but every melody that came out sounded like her. Her laugh. Her accent. Her voice. He pressed record, whispering softly into the mic, "You're the song I wasn't allowed to write." The words hung in the air, fragile and forbidden. 2 days after, in Lagos, Starr sat by her window, watching the rain drizzle down the glass. Her journal lay open, half filled with scribbled lyrics. Kemi walked in, a spark in her eyes. Okay, I've had enough of this pity party. Starr frowned. Excuse me. Kemi plopped down beside her. You've been hiding for more than a week. Meanwhile, your name is still trending. If they're going to talk about you, at least give them something worth talking about. Starr looked skeptical. What do you mean? Post something, Kemi said. Show them who you are. Not Reno's mystery girl. You. Starr hesitated. My account is a mess right now. They'll just twist it. Kemi smiled mischievously. Then let them twist talent. Drop a demo. Raw. No makeup. No filters. Just your voice. Starr's brows furrowed, then slowly lifted in thought. Like an open letter? Exactly. So that night, Starr set up her phone on a small tripod in her living room. She wore a simple loose gray sweatshirt that drapes casually off one shoulder. No makeup, hair neatly styled in her usual messy bun with gold pins. The camera light blinked red. She took a deep breath. "This one's not for charts or labels or likes," she said softly, eyes fixed on the lens. "It's just me." Then she began to sing. The melody was slow and haunting, her voice trembling with emotion. Lyrics poured out like confession. "You said you didn't know me, but your eyes told me lies. You buried my name in silence, while the whole world watched you hide." Her voice cracked on the last line. She smiled through it, blinking tears. She uploaded it without thinking, titled it, "The Girl You Don't Know." Hours later, her video flooded timelines. Millions of views. Comments pouring in from every corner of the world. Some called her bold. Others called her broken. But everyone agreed she was real. Clips of her singing trended beside old footage of Reno looking lost at the press conference. The world connected the dots. Back in Seoul, Reno sat on the floor of his studio, scrolling through the video, her voice filling the room like light breaking through clouds. He replayed it. Once. Twice. A third time. Tears burned his eyes, but he didn't look away. "She's not hiding," he whispered. "Why should I?" He stood abruptly, grabbing his jacket. The next morning, Reno stormed into the label's office. His manager looked up, startled. "You can't just walk in here." "I'm done," Reno said flatly. "End the contract." "What?" "I'm not your puppet anymore." The room went still. Executives exchanged nervous glances. His manager's voice dropped to a warning tone. "If you walk away now, you'll lose everything." Reno's lips curved into a faint smile. "Then maybe I'll finally have something worth keeping." He turned and walked out, the door closing softly behind him. It was late evening 5 days later in Lagos when the knock came. Starr opened the door and froze. There he was, standing in the soft glow of her porch light. A black hoodie, a guitar slung across his shoulder, travel-worn eyes but a quiet smile. For a moment neither of them spoke. Then he took a step forward. "If I have to start over," he said softly, "I'd rather start with you." Tears welled in her eyes. Her hand went to her mouth, trembling. "You left everything?" He nodded once. "Everything that wasn't real." She laughed through her tears, half shock, half relief. "You're crazy." "Maybe," he said, smiling. "But this time I'm free." The night air wrapped around them like a song. He handed her the guitar. "Play with me." She nodded. And together, under the dim light and the hum of the city, two souls, once divided by distance, fame, and fear, found harmony again. Sometimes, the loudest freedom is found in the quiet of letting go.